If you have or ever do have a vehicle that has a ripped seat, sometimes it's easy enough that you can actually sew it yourself. I'm going to show you one that we have right here just in a minute. It's actually ripped right on the seam, which makes it perfect for what we're about to do. Well, actually, let's take a look at it. If you look right here, this is a really common place on a vehicle to get a rip in a seat because everyone's sliding in and out. And as people slide, it actually rips the fabric. So this will allow us to sew it back together like so. Now you're going to need a couple things. One is a needle. I like this type of needle because it's a rounded, so as you go in, it hooks in. You could use a standard needle if you've got a sewing kit. You could go in, grab that. You could do it. It's just a lot easier with this. We'll put a link down below where you can find some. Also, you're gonna need thread. I have a sewing kit that has probably 20 different colors. So any vehicle that I have, it's gonna have a really closely matched color. This being gray, our seat being gray, it shouldn't be that noticeable at the end. So if we'll bring the camera in right here, I'll show you what I've done so far, which is just tied a knot. All I did, I came in here, I tied a simple knot. I'm not a Boy Scout, I'm not an expert knot tire, so this is just a very basic knot that I go over a few times to make sure it's firm. And then all that we're gonna do is go back and forth. You wanna make sure when you tie the knot that you leave yourself a good bit of distance because we're gonna be going back and forth. So I'm gonna come in like so on the bottom. Try to not hook in underneath to the foam. It's going to make it a little harder to pull your needle through. Don't jab your finger, all that basic stuff. So we're going to bring this through. Try not to let it get tangled as it goes through. So I'm just going to be doing the same thing over and over, and we're not going to go on the video me doing the entire thing, but I want to give you an idea of what it looks like to get started and how it's going to pull it together. As this comes, you don't have to pull it tight every single time. If you pull too hard, you're going to pop your thread. This is not very thick thread, but you can tighten it up every so often. This here will trim off at the end. Again, it's not going to look brand new, but it's going to look a lot better than a rip in a seat. This is one we currently are about to have for sale, so this will remove this from an eyesore. It's something that someone doesn't necessarily notice right off the bat, which is good enough for us as we are selling it. So I'm going to continue to go around and around. You can see there, we're pulling this in closer each time. If you end up having a little hole such as that, you can go behind it. You want to go down a little bit lower underneath it, like so. Come up through the top, and we'll put in a little reinforcement there to bring that up. And this is really not that complex. It's just a matter of pulling it in tight. Now, as we go, if I was to get to, say, this area here, I'm going to tie it off, go ahead and tie a knot in case my string, my thread breaks, which it's very possible as I pull it. If I was to get a little bit too much, pop, there goes all your work. So if you tie off little sections as you go, you're going to save yourself some of that headache. But we're going to come back here in just a moment. I'm going to go and finish up the rest, and I'll show you the after. We'll bring the camera up. Again, this is not going to look like a brand new seat, but it's going to remove our eyesore. It's also going to keep it from spreading. So we'll come back here in just a minute, take a look at the after, and we'll have those links down below where you can grab yourself some thread and some needles. So I'm going to show you the finished product now. Again, it's not supposed to look brand new. It's just supposed to not catch your eye. I'm going to actually show you at the end something I did to cover up a little discoloration. So if you come on in here, I'll show you what we did. We started over here. I went to about here, I tied it off, went to about here, tied it off, which was fortunate because I actually broke it right in here. So I kept going, finished up over here. Now, as I did this, underneath there, a little bit of the foam was showing right in here, and then again, right over in this area. What I did to take away the brownish color from that was I took this Duplicolor vinyl and fabric spray. This can be used on seats, carpet, actually dashes, it's pretty good for that. So I took this, we shook it up well, sprayed it in the cap, just a little bit in there, and then we took our miniature, I guess they call them disposable micro applicators. So what we do is take one of these, we would then dab our paint inside here and dab on our color where we needed it to be. Luckily this matched up pretty well color wise, so it faded into our brownish color foam and gave us a fairly decent match. If you look really hard, you can definitely see it. I probably could put another application if I wanted to, but for now this is going to do. This should hold up pretty well, especially compared to what it was. The rip will not continue. And when someone comes to look at it, if you're right there and we're standing looking at the vehicle, if you know it's there, if you're really looking for it, of course you can see it, but it's not going to be an eye grabber. It shouldn't be something that's going to deter people from buying or being interested in the vehicle. So next time you have a vehicle that you're looking to sell, or maybe it's your personal vehicle and you don't want to spend a couple $100 having a seat fixed or replaced, get out your needle and thread and take care of it yourself. I hope that helps. I'll see you in the next video.